So welcome back. So we are going to continue. Just close this one, and we are going to need to change a few things. Like we are going to make some default key. Like we want one. We are going to call it one key, or just write it one key. 4 key, 2 key, okay, 2 key, and 0 key. And we are going to assign them. Like we want the one key to be equal to get async key states. What do we want? We want keys dot 1. No. Is it called KP like on? No. Maybe numpad 1. Okay, so the one key is numpad 1. We're going to change everything, like 2, 4, and 0. 2, 4, and 0. So we need the numpad 0, the numpad 4, and the numpad 2. So now we got everything, and that's why we are going now to start the third tab. So the things is done. Oh yeah, we also need to change the default value, because I saw that the FOV the basic FOV value is 65. For the FOV-S it's needed to be 0, and for the FPS value it's need to be set on 90. On the fog value it's need to be 1 by default. The movie value by default need to be 0. The camo value by default need to be set on 1. Okay, so we are fixing this. We are going to make the third tab, regions, third tab, yay, gang. We are going to use this back because it's really useful. But we are going to make chosen it's equal to 3, and we need the tab 3 also. The tab 3, and we are going to make the visual part after, because coding take a lot more time. 3 and 3. So now what do we want? We want the my choice to be set on okay, so everything's worked right now. And now if my choice, if chosen it's equal to 3 and my choice it's equal to 1, and what do we need? Oh yeah, and if the right arrow, I need to spell it to write it correctly, and if the right arrow equal to true, then the first one will be the Fulbright. So just going to call it light value. So her light value need to be my light value. Oh yeah, and after we'll do this. So the light value, light value, the light value will be equal to light value plus 1, and that's it for this one. We're going to make a else if condition. So else if chosen right arrow, we are going to make the left one, the left arrow, because it's a lot more easier. It's minus, and we are going to bind the 1 numpad key, the 2 numpad key, 3 and 4. So I call it one key. So now the value will be equal to 1. Just going to copy this, 2 key, this will be equal to 2. That's really easy to do. 4 key will be equal to 4, and 0 key, this will be equal to 0, and this will work so good. So but we need to, I didn't change the name of this one. What the heck I'm doing? We are going to call it visual tab, visual, and removal. Now we're going to copy and paste. Okay, so now we're going to copy and paste it, yeah, just as like this. So this we are going to call it cheats new tab. Okay, we're going to rename it cheat. This will be our light map. So this will be our light map default label, and this will be our light map label. Okay, and by default it will be set on 1. We also said this no smoke, so no smoke at all. So this will be a toggle on and off, and UAV. So UAV, like how can I call it, like cheated UAV or toggle, let's call it toggle UAV, make it look a lot more better. So yeah, UAV default label smoke default label smoke label UAV label. Nice. So here the light value should be equal to 1, and do I make the light? Okay, so light value, smoke value, and UAV value. Okay, so light value, smoke value. Maybe it's look a bit boring from your screen, but that's really how I made my cheats, and I do it like all the time. Not really I don't make a fake mode tool as this one, but I think it's really interesting, and maybe it's difficult for you. But I take a lot of fun to make things like this, even if it's like 400 lines of coding and maybe more. So we done this for my choice one, and we are going to use only the left and right arrow for the rest of the tool. So if my choice is equal to 2, my choice is equal to 2, and if it's the right arrow, we need a hand if right here. And if so, our smoke value will be equal to smoke value. If it's off, it will be equal to 1. If it's on, it will equal to 0. And I also need to change the label color, so I will just take this because I don't want to type everything manually. So change this to smoke label. That's what I rename all my label and things like that every time now, because I didn't do it like on my first tool. I didn't do something like that, and it was really bad, because I made a project in one, like I spent 2 hours to make a project, and if I forget it, I try to come back after, I wasn't be able to change it back. So I decided now to make something clean. All my tools are clean now, but I can't show everything I done to you. So my choice is equal to true. We need to change smoke to UAV. UAV. On off on. Okay, I'm checking everything should work perfectly. Now in the useful coding, what we need to do is to add the interesting part. So write integer a dot write integer dot read integer, not writing, we're reading it, call light plus divar and the light map value. Okay, let's do this and copy it for smoke. So smoke. There is a lot of copy and pasting on this for making tool like this. I'm so sorry, but you need to face the reality. That's how I made it. UAV. Okay. So now, yeah, I told you that I will copy these things. Just change the description. Oh, it will really look like copy pasting. Okay, now nice, and just put it right here. Here's the, not the fog, but the light, smoke, and the UAV. So what we need to use is the fog, not the fog, but the light map default label, and here it's the light map, the smoke, and this one is the UAV. Okay, and now everything will work. With What do I done? Wavy need to be red. This need to be red, and everything works now. So everything might be perfect. Your tool might be working online. Only some things I need to change is the cheats tab. Cheats tab dot visible need to be equal to false. Oh, it might not work. There's no error right here. Okay, so that's cool. This needs to be equal to false, and the other tab need to be equal to false too. For this one, it will look a lot more better. Up. This one need to be set on true when we're on the cheat table. True. Okay, and if we're back, we want the cheats tab that visible to be false. Yeah, visible to be false. So this is how I made my cheat from scratch. Here, as you can see, there's only 452 lines of coding. Here I made something really more difficult, that's why it took me, but it isn't really well made. Like, a lot of things are really fishy. These things are really useless because I didn't use the group box to make it. So yeah, I made something really complicated and I just put it easier for this tutorial. That's why I was thinking at the same time I didn't copy and pasting the tool that was on my left. I just do something was really similar because I think it's a lot more interesting for you and for me too. So let's put it right here. So what we want the field of view. So field of view. If I press F4, if I press field of view, 100, okay. FOV scroll, okay. FPS, okay. Press up. Oh, so cheat disappear. Like, you can say it one time and it disappear. I will fix it just after it. So press F4, go on fog. Let me go on fog. On off, okay. Everything's work. Movie on off, everything's work. Camo on off. For the cheat tab, my cheat tab doesn't appear. It's not visible. Why? So we need to fix it, and when it will be fixed,